Thank you to Brightway Auto Sales for allowing me to film today. You can find them at 10300 Beach Boulevard in Jacksonville, Florida. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking an in-depth look at this 2017 BMW X3 xDrive35i. This X3 comes in jet black with a beige leatherette interior. Just have burl walnut trim. You got your fog lights here. You have 18-inch alloy wheels. Panoramic sunroof. This car is equipped with a crash safety system. In the event of a crash, the doors will automatically unlock and the hazard lights will automatically come on. This car is equipped with lane departure warning and blind spot monitoring. Let's go ahead and take a look at the key. Taking a look at this BMW key here. That's your unlock, lock, trunk release, and panic button. To unlock the car, I could press this button, or I could make sure the car's locked and simply walk up, put my hand behind the handle, and open it like so. Or, to lock it, I press here. See, now it's locked. Stepping into this beige interior, you can see the burl walnut trim. To start the vehicle, put your foot on the brake. So, you do have your seat controls here. You forward, backward, up, and down. You adjust your seat back. And you have 4-way lumbar support. You have your memory seating here. Just press set and hold 1 or 2 to set it. And you have a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. Just taking a look at the door here, see part of your 16-speaker Harman Kardon surround sound system. See there. You got 2 of those speakers here on the door. Got your nice door handle, door locks. Nice beige soft touch insert here. Soft touch material up top. Little storage cubby there. Yeah, your door controls, you do have a trunk release. So you push down to open the trunk. And hold up before, and it will shut. Here you have your mirror controls. You can select left or right and adjust using this here, left, right, up or down. And you have your mirror fold control. You do have one touch down windows. Also, one touch up. You have storage cubby down below. Oh, and your rear window lock. Off to the left of the steering wheel here, you have a little storage cubby down there. It is felt lined. You have your headlight controls here. Your fog lights, off, parking lights, low beams, and an automatic, and a gauge cluster brightness control here. I will now show you how the light fixtures look on this X3. Moving into the gauge cluster here, off to your very left you have a fuel gauge. Here you have a speedometer with kilometers in the middle. At the very bottom of that speedometer, you can see different things be displayed. I'll show you how to switch through them later. You have a blank page, your fuel range, a compass, which will show up down there, your current, your average MPG, your current MPG, your average speed, and the date. At the very bottom here, you have a tripometer and an odometer. This car has 104,000 miles on it. You also have a clock down there. And your exterior temperature over here. You do get a tachometer over here. You get a oil engine temperature gauge over here. Inside of the tachometer, you get a gauge that shows what gear you're in. Like so. Your turn signal indicator up there. Inside the center there, you can see vaguely, you can see the lane departure system, and it'll light up if you start drifting out of your lane. So, moving back to the steering wheel here, you do get a nice steering wheel. Got behind the wheel, you have your turn signal. And it is partially annoying because it switches back to this middle position, so it's kind of hard to turn off. But to turn it off, you just sort of tap it in the direction it was clicked to turn the signal on. To turn on the high beams, you push this way. To flash the high beams, you pull towards you. And this controls the switching through the compass and MPG in here. You also have your trip reset button right down in the corner there. Looking at the other side, you do have your windshield wiper control. Tap down for one time. You do your different intermittent settings there. And adjust high, low, and off. And you have your auto wiper here. You also have your rear wiper control here. Looking at the steering wheel itself, you have your cruise control settings to the left and settings for your heads-up display here. So as you can see there, you have a heads-up display. Right now it simply displays speed, but if I were to switch between FM or AM, I'll see it up here, and I can scroll through my presets as well. Or through my different stations, sorry. So that is all being done with these controls here. So this is what I was using to switch between the different ones. So I click this to switch between AM and FM and satellite and all the other ones. This to scroll through the different options, the different stations. And here you have your radio volume control. You have a voice command and your phone control there. Let's get a horn. That's BMW logo in the center. So looking up here, you do have your sun visor mirror in it. It will come out from here, but it does not slide. And when you open this, these lights will come on here. You have a little microphone here, as well as here. You have your SOS emergency call button here, and your passenger airbag sensor illuminates up here. You have a panoramic sunroof in this car, as I mentioned earlier, that is controlled using this switch here. So I push it all the way back to open the beige cloth cover, and I push it inwards to tilt the sunroof, to close it. Oop. To close it, I push inward again, and to open the sunroof, I pull it back again. You get your little windshade here. That's how far it'll go back after you press it twice. And if I want to move it only partly forward, I push it forward once, and I push it forward again to shut it completely. And a third time to shut the cloth roof ceiling headliner. Looking at these lights here, I can control either one using these on either side, and the main middle one with this. You do get a rear view mirror with garage sync. Moving down to the center screen, it is set on a clock at the moment, but I can go into my menu. This is not a touch screen. However, I can enter my menu. Sorry, give me a second. Alright, I had to adjust this camera here so it's not too shaky. I apologize if it is, I don't have a great place to rest it. So here I can scroll through my satellite radio, FM, AM, CD, and whoever's phone is connected, or has been connected. So if I were to select FM, I can scroll through the different stations. And And I'll give you a listen to the 16 speaker Harman Kardon sound system. So, you also have your communications tab, so you can scroll through your different forms of communication, BMW Assist, mobile devices, all that. Here you have your navigation, so you can enter an address, search through recent destinations, or enter a new destination. To go into your map, you can scroll in and out, zoom in and out, but I have yet to find a good way
Follow the arrow on the display.
Oh.
When leaving, turn right.
To go through your different map settings in here, you can scroll through your route, traffic info, and other map content. You have your connected drive and your vehicle settings, so you can see all your different settings, your vehicle status, driving information, technology in action. And you do have an owner's manual built in. Over here you have your different notifications, so it'll tell you, like this car, washer fluid level is low, so it'll tell you that that needs to be fixed. So I will show you the control I was using to scroll through all the settings in here later in the video as we continue to move down the center control stack here. But looking here, you have two air vents. You can close, open them, and adjust where the air is blowing. You can have them on heat or cool. You have your hazard switch. Same over here. Moving further down, we have a display that shows the temperature, fan speed, where the air is blowing, and the passenger temperature, and it also shows other things for the climate controls as you adjust them. This knob here will adjust the driver temperature. To put it on auto mode, you press in here. You have heated seats for the driver and passenger, 3-stage each. Along this top row here, you have your front defroster, your fan speed controls, and where you want the air to blow. Also over here you have your passenger temperature, and you can set it to max AC. Press it again and it'll revert back to its previous setting. You have your rear defroster here. Turn this off just to have the fans blowing. Here you can synchronize the driver and passenger temperature. You can switch between fresh air and recirculating air. Here you have a CD player, your eject button, and you can switch between tracks here. This also serves the function of switching between radio stations. This will switch between AM, FM, and presets all the satellite radio. This will simply switch between AM, FM, and satellite radio. It leaves out the presets, which you can get to with this. These are all the things you can get to with this one. This is simply AM, FM, and satellite radio. Here you have your volume control. I don't necessarily like the fact that the whole thing spins around, but that's just how it is. You have your 8 presets. Moving down further, I have the key here now, but this is a little storage tray with a USB outlet right there. And down here, this folds out to reveal 2 cup holders. Moving further down on this burl walnut surface, you see the controls I was using for the center screen. So this will scroll through your different settings, and it'll scroll down lists of things. You can move it up, down, left, right. You can also press using these. This is a shortcut to the home menu, shortcut to the media screen, shortcut to your communication screen, a shortcut to your map, shortcut to your navigation settings, and your options screen. This is a back button. So moving off to the left, you do have your gear shifter. If you try to move it back, it will not let you. You have to hold down this button here. So to put it in reverse, push all the way up, and it brings up your backup camera and your parking sensors. You do get guidelines. And to access your settings for your backup camera, you can go into here. You can turn off the parking lines, obstacle marking, and then other settings. So to put in a drive, pull all the way down. Into neutral, you just tap forward slightly, and park is like that. If you want to go into manual mode, you pull down to drive and push it over like so, then you can shift up, pull towards you to shift up. You can see in there, it'll show you what gear you're in. To shift down, you push forwards like that. Beneath the shifter, you have your electronic parking brake and your automatic brake hold. You have your traction control on-off switch and your drive mode selector. So I can go into sport mode by pressing up, and I can go into normal or eco mode by pressing down. Comfort, not normal, comfort mode. So it starts in comfort mode. You press up for sport or down for eco. I'll put it in sport, because I like sport mode. Here you have your hill descent control and your parking sensor control. You can turn this on or off. Looking here, you do have a nice center console. You got your auxiliary port and a USB here. A little clip so you can put cards or things in there. So now, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the vehicle. So stepping around in the back seat of the BMW X3, you still have the nice materials on your back door. A little cup holder down there and other storage. It is still a one-touch down window. However, from the back seat, it is not one touch up. Another speaker in the door. Sitting behind my driving position here, I am reasonably comfortable. The seats are a little set in, which is nice. For me, my legs don't raise up like this. They don't come all the way out to my knee, but that's all right. Got 2 air vents here in the middle, same on off, hot or cold. You've got your storage cubby in there. You can pull down the center here and reveal 2 cup holders. Or you could pull down this whole center if you need to have a pass through to the cargo area. Looking at the ceiling here, you do have reading lights. And this is a door light. So there are two separate lights, which is kind of interesting. It's not something I've ever seen before. You've got a grab handle and a coat hanger up top there. So moving around to the cargo area. It is automatic. You can see your all-weather floor mats back here. Little netted storage. Some tie-down hooks where you can hang grocery bags from this to keep them from swinging around. You have a 12-volt outlet there. Another tie-down point. Use that handle. Some little secret areas back there. Little storage cubby. And underneath the floor, got some more storage. You do get a cargo cover. And there are two speakers back here. So this here, I can shut the trunk and it will lock the car after I shut the trunk, or I could just simply shut the trunk. So let's talk about fuel economy. This BMW X3 takes premium gasoline. It gets 19 city and 26 highway for miles per gallon. To fold down the back seats, I can pull this switch here. It'll lay pretty much flat. A little netted pocket there. Pretty much the same as the other doors, except you got door locks here. Same controls as the driver, minus the memory seating. You do get a little storage pocket here. Felt-lined storage glove box. A little wood trim, burl walnut trim here. So now, let's go ahead and talk about the engine. To open up the engine bay, you're going to come down here and pull this tab here. You're going to come around to the front of the vehicle. There's a tab right on this side here. This tab here is located right in this area. So what you're looking at here is a 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 300 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. Let's go ahead and give it a listen, shall we? want to say thank you again to Brightway Auto Sales for allowing me to film this 2017 BMW X3 xDrive35i. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.